All right, we are back from the break, and we had half the party doing some stuff earlier. Now, Lafdul, Sinrae, and Solas, you guys have finished up all of your memorization, and after finishing up all of your memorization, I do in fact mean Lafdul has finished up all of his memorization.
Oh yeah. Lafdul goes over to Sinrae. You trust me, don't you?
No, actually. But
Ah,
what is it anyways?
I was only going to heal you, but since you said no. Solas, you trust me, right?
That depends.
Oh, alright, another person doesn't want a healing spell. Alright, never mind. Lafdul starts walking off towards town.
Feels
I'm
like
not
a
that
trick
into anymore.
question.
No, it might have been, but it was a genuine.
I mean, it's always a sign of trustworthiness when you have to ask. You trust me, don't you?
Sinrae is just like, what? Oh, okay. This might as well this might as well be my life now, and has her things together and heads off after him.
Oh, I wonder what the other guys have got up to, eh?
Probably nothing interesting.
Oh, they might have slain a dragon. Wouldn't be the first
No,
time.
they probably looked for an imaginary cat, because I doubt there's actually a cat around here.
No, I wouldn't mind talking to a cat. I've took that spell again today. Solas, why aren't you taking that? You can take that spell, can't you? You should try it sometime. It's quite fun.
I meant the big cat that they think they're tracking tracks of. She kind of looks at Lafdul with this look of like, I am suspicious of you
Actually, I
and the
can't
tracks.
speak with animals. I can't take that spell.
You can't?
I mean, I don't have animal sphere.
Yeah, it's under divination. That's how I got it.
No, it's not an animal.
Wow.
Then I'm not.
I will double check it afterwards.
I had it listed as animals and divination. Speak with animals.
Well, it's not important at the moment since I don't have it.
Alright, yeah, and alright.
Either way, you didn't memorize it, so
Yeah.
neither here nor there.
If we're done talking about the finer points of spell memorization, we should head to town.
Spellcasting is great fun. If only we could do some.
Started discussing.
Sinrae sort of looks at her and goes, yes, if only. We should go. I think Solas did say that he said.
Yes, we should go to the tavern to speak with the tavern keeper's wife.
Oh yes. All right. Let's try to catch up, I guess.
All right, you
head a walking pace.
You head down into a town. It is nearing noon.
I do actually hand them both a temporary healing potion. I'm not that mean. If they want to use them.
Do you guys trust him, though?
No, you don't have to. They've probably seen me do this a few times. Oh, no, because I know it would foul the... You give me an idea now.
Oh.
Terrible GM.
Well, so you get down to town. You're just gonna head straight to the tavern?
We should. We said we'd meet her mid-morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just updating my use potions.
On our way there, does Mother Weir's house seem like it's quiet?
I mean, it seems like it's quiet.
Since we did tell the people to deliver the message for her.
I mean, but most of the buildings seem kind of quiet. I mean, Like, you don't see her out in the yard, and since it's daytime, you can't really see if there's any
Well, a
lights inside.
quick knock on the door.
Solas, we should probably visit her later. When we have the rest of the party with us. So I think Ockar wanted to get his fortune read. And
I mean, the reason why we left a message for her was that she was needed elsewhere.
I think we can trust that Div will hand her the message.
Or you
If he
could
wants...
swing by after you've talked to.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's up to you.
Well, let's swing by after then.
As long I'm not keen on getting my fortune read. After mutters to himself.
Oh, you don't have to get your fortune read. It's a...
You see the look she gave me? She insisted. Almost. Those soul piercing eyes she gave me.
I think
Sent
it was
shivers down my neck.
I think it's because you were messing with her candelabra.
Oh, wow. You see, I was just admiring it, you know.
Of course. But no, the fortune telling is an convenient excuse to get back into her home. There's something that's not adding up about her, but we should see what the tavern keeper's wife wanted. Might be some important information.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, we should go in under the guise of just getting some breakfast or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Well, we haven't had breakfast yet.
I mean, you probably would have had breakfast up at camp.
Not
if I know
It's
I
like-
was going
it's like-
down...
Okay, I mean, it's up to you. It's entirely up to you guys.
How long? No, I had a sandwich last night. I'd probably be a little bit hungry.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that
would have
sounds good.
assumed that you guys had some food packed
Yeah,
up
I
for
do
eating.
have
so-
food, but it's more...
Yeah,
no,
but
I would have.
my
I would have gone for a
character was
ration.
planning on eating at the tavern while
I
getting the
was-
information.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
That's fine. It's up to you guys.
it was kind of like the idea is that we knew we were going to the tavern, so
Okay. So you do get in. There's only one member, one villager inside. It's actually a woman, middle-aged. Seems to be sitting alone in the corner. But upon your entrance, she glances up and then looks back to her her meal, and Malva, the tavern keeper's wife, comes out and greets you and says, "Oh, hello. It's great to see you again this morning. Please do come have a seat over here." And she seats you in what really is about the farthest position that you could be seated from the villager.
that's not suspicious at all.
Not suspicious at all.
What can I get you this morning?
Well, I would like to have something to eat and drink, so do you have something that you could prepare quickly?
I can have some eggs and chicken prepared.
That sounds lovely.
That does sound lovely. I'll have some as well.
Yes, same here.
And to drink?
Cider, please.
Yeah, I will have a pint of cider.
Yeah, I guess I'd have. They would only have cider or water, pretty much, or alcohol or water.
Ale, yeah, stuff like that. All right, I'll be back momentarily. She heads back into the kitchen, and you hear her say as she enters, "Don't bother the patrons, Elle. Go back up to your room."
Oh, that must be the daughter's name.
What was the name?
L.
L. E-L.
Well, you don't know how it's spelled.
Ellie?
You don't know how it's
Ellie?
spelled.
L.
You don't know how it's spelled.
I'm just putting it down for my own notes. L.
Alright. A few moments later, she returns with a tray with 3 plates of some fried eggs and roast chicken and some pints of cider. And she sets it down in front of each of you. Just about that time, the the other patron, she's just finishing up, and Malva goes over to take her plates away, and they give usual goodbye pleasantries as the woman leaves. As soon as she's out the door, Malva comes over and, speaking quietly, just, you can tell that she's kind of nervous about this. She's glancing around. She says to you, I'm sure you're here for the problems we've been having, and I imagine that you haven't really been getting very friendly treatment from the rest of the townsfolk, have you?
Well, the locals seem to be a bit insular folk.
Yes, yes, we are.
We have been running into a great many stone walls, so to speak. The most information we've been able to get is from Div. So anything you could tell us that could help. We just want to help you. We just want to help you guys.
Yes, well, she glances around and seems to try to get her voice even lower. I'm sure by now that you've heard that people are blaming Artie for this. I'm sure he's not to blame. Some people say that he is some sort of demon. He turns into a horrible creature at night to kill the sheep and the few people that have been killed. I don't believe it. I got to know him a little bit. He came in. He certainly treated Fenella just wonderfully. She seems like she's trying to decide how to tell you something. I don't know, but I think some people in town are responsible. I don't really know much, but some people have just not been acting right.
You think they hurt Fenera?
I don't know. I really don't, but I do think that there is something out there, some sort of demon, but I'm sure, you can tell that she is absolutely positive about this, that Artie is not involved.
We will do our best to clear his name and find what happened to Fenera.
Do you have any hints that you could give us that even if it seems like it might not be that important?
Is there any cults or anything, like groupings of villages?
Not that I'm aware of, but
Or how are these villagers acting differently?
well,
Is there anything consistent with them?
Tevin has always been a bit of a miserable wretch, and he's been acting a bit arrogant lately.
In what way?
I've just he comes in sometimes, and I've delivering some food to him, mostly out of charity. I've heard him looking at some of the other villagers and saying that they'll get their due.
Is there a story with him?
Well, I mean, he's always been ostracized. I mean, he has those deformities, and people say that it's a touch of darkness on him or something like that. That's what caused it. I don't know that for sure, but he's always been not well liked by the villagers.
That
Gee.
does unfortunately happen.
Seems like a natural reaction. I mean, keep an open mind on it, I suppose. But
It's worth
I'd rather
talking.
not cause any more accusations.
Yes, we should talk to him though. He might know something, given what he said.
Has any of the other villagers been acting strange?
Well, Duvan, he comes in at times to play his harp. He well, I don't know. He's always been an arrogant one, but there's just something different ever since these things have been happening about him. I can't quite place it though.
Was there anybody in particular courting her before Artie showed up?
Fenella, I don't believe so. I mean, there were certainly many of the young men in town and out in the farmsteads who would been, overjoyed to have been her, court her, but she never really had interest in any of them. And then this Artie came along.
Guess she had ambition more than what she had in life.
Oh, I don't think it was quite that. It's just, Artie really was good to her. I don't believe it was anything other than just true love. But many of the men around here would have just expected her to be a wife and a mother, and I don't think she had that in mind for herself.
That's understandable. Do you know about what time the alarm was raised that she was missing?
Let me think for a moment. And by think, it means I need to look at the, there we go. Time frame. She tells you that she was awoken, she says probably a bit more than an hour before dawn. No more than 2 hours before dawn. By her husband, and at that point there were already some people outside that he had woken up. To get essentially to get the posse together.
Mm-hmm.
What triggered the alarm going up? Is it just her not coming home?
Yes, my husband said that he spoke with her father, that he had come by and woken him up to see if she was You know, maybe had stayed too late and stayed at the tavern.
All right, thank you.
I'm
Then-
Yeah, you had a question or something to say?
I'm trying to remember if this is a Lafdul's memory recollection. Was the missing girl's Fenora? Was she ever found? Sorry.
No, she's still
Uh,
missing.
Well, I wasn't asking that, but
Oh.
I want to know if there was a corpse or if they'd given up constantly being searched for, because our fathers keep looking for her, but I couldn't remember if
Okay, so basically the impression that you've gotten is that the town believes she's dead.
mhm.
They saw the blood and the clothing at Artie's place, and they, not finding a body and stuff like that. And with all these animal killings and even occasionally people killings, they believe that she's dead. But no body has been found. No.
She ain't got nobody.
But
uh,
they also would never have checked like the swamp, for example.
yeah, I asked.
Why not? That place is so
Well,
lovely.
Yeah, why not?
So lovely.
Should we? There's no should be. I would have to say this openly. No one's checked the swamps.
You're asking her?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Certainly not. That place is quite dangerous. And if she was there, uh, even if Artie didn't kill her, she'd be dead.
Most likely, she never had any otherworldly talent or magical talent, did she?
Oh no, no. She's a perfectly ordinary young woman.
Oh, this is a bit. How long's Mother Weir been here? I mean, you've been here a long time, haven't you?
Oh, I mean, I've been here all my life. I don't know when Mother Weir arrived. She's probably
you.
the oldest one in town. And she's been here as long as I can recall.
Yeah, she strikes me as type who acts as a mother to everyone. I suppose the given name, Mother Weir.
Well, no, that's not her given name. Her name is not Mother.
Oh no, but it might be an affectionate
Yeah.
name that the villagers give to her.
Yeah,
That's what I was drawing from.
she's pretty clearly a kind of a wise woman, medicine woman type thing.
This is going to be a strange question, but there's ever been anything odd associated with Mother Weir? Perhaps something strange or fortunate or misfortunate happening to somebody after they've had their fortune read by her?
Not that I can recall. I mean, most people put stock in her fortunes. They've certainly swear by them, believe that they are accurate. She's never been anything but kindly and helpful to everyone in town.
Oh, I
As
was just curious. Sometimes you have to ask questions that seem outlandish to try to find out things. She seems like a very nice woman.
Oh, indeed.
we've got we're seeing this from a different perspective than what you may, so that's why we're kind of questioning everything in a way. Has anyone not had their fortune read?
I mean, I suppose that there's a few people who don't put much stock in that, but it's not
never
really a...
insisted.
No,
anything.
no, she's never insisted.
Out of curiosity, would you be alright with us talking to your daughter?
I mean, she's not actually my daughter.
Oh,
Yes, some months back, one of the traders came in, said that they found a wreckage of a ship, clearly attacked by pirates or something, and within the wreckage was this young girl. My husband and I never had any children, so we took her in.
That's awfully nice of you. Not,
it was
I mean,
very
there are
charitable of you.
worse. It's not nice to lose everything and have nothing.
Oh no, indeed. She's taken it pretty well, however.
It is so nice of you to take care of her.
Yes, I only ask because sometimes children see more than adults do, and we have seen her about town, so she does seem to watch things, so she might have seen something that nobody else has seen or thought was important.
She's quite shy. I mean, you could certainly try, but I don't think you'll get much out of her.
That's all right. We don't want to upset her. Oh, would it be all right if I came by in the evening and played some?
Oh, I'm sure everyone would enjoy that. Well, maybe not Duvan. You'd kind of be taking his spotlight, I suppose.
Oh, maybe he'll agree to a duet. I haven't
You said Duvin has been acting a bit differently lately.
Oh, yes, just I don't know, a little bit more arrogant than usual. At about that moment, the front door opens and her husband, McGare, comes in. And as he does so, she quickly, completely changes her tone and says, but was there anything else you'd like for breakfast? I could get you something else if this is not enough for you.
Oh, I think this is going to be plenty. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, I hand
Please.
over a few silver. I'm not sure how much it is, but I know that's more than what it usually costs. So
Oh, thank you very much.
give her like 5 silver.
She okay. She turns to her husband and says, "Ah, hello, dear." He sort of seems to ignore her and turns to your group and says, yes, the strange ones staying up at the ruins. I left you some ale last night. I hope it was to your liking. Was it good?
It was quite nice. Thank you. It was very nice gesture.
Thank you for your consideration.
No problem, no problem. Just trying to be nice to the strangers who don't always get the best reactions around town, and my patronage is all about friendly atmosphere and making people feel welcome.
We certainly appreciate it.
Yes, I'm sorry I missed you at your camp. I didn't want to be out after nightfall. Did you make it back safely to your camp? I only see a few of you. Are the others injured?
No. They are just running other errands. They went to visit Lurik, and they had something to talk with him.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad.
So everything's quite okay. We were just came here to have some breakfast while we are waiting our other friends.
Yeah, sometimes getting a good warm hot breakfast is rare when you're on the road.
Yes, I understand.
I say her sandwich is much better than my travel rations that she made for me last night, so I just had to get some breakfast in the morning. So
Yes, yes, I suppose they are.
And also, it's always nice to start the day with a nice refreshing pint of cider.
Indeed, I'm pretty proud of my cider. My ale is much better though. I'd be happy to bring some more by this evening if you'd like.
Well, it would be nice, but we do not know if we are what time we are back at the camp, since we have a busy day ahead of us.
Well, I'll stop by nonetheless, and if you're not there, I'll just leave it as normal.
Oh, very, very grateful of you.
That's very kind.
maybe we could pick it up here. I mean, we wouldn't want to trouble you to travel up all the way.
Well, I mean, if you don't know when you're gonna be getting back, then it'd be easier for me to just drop it off, you know?
Yeah, Lafdul shrugs. Yeah, not so much. More of a yeah, sure. We'll be around here or there somewhere, no doubt.
Ah, good. Ah, woman, need to talk to you about something. He
Good day.
takes his wife back into the kitchen.
Can we hear what? Can any of us hear what with our
Yeah,
ears? Hear what they're
Not
saying?
from where you're sitting. You'd have to get up and like go to the doorway into the kitchen.
Hang on. Let me just think. Do I need? I'm just looking at my mind read if I need line of sight. I don't think I need line of sight.
I think you'd need line of sight to cast it.
No, because it's not cast on a creature. Yeah, thoughts of any creature in range. I would have to get.
I think you would generally still have to have line of sight, or at least some sort of visual reference, because
This.
otherwise it would essentially act as a.
It just says any creature in range. And the range is quite low at.
Yes, but a lot of spells still give a range, and you still have to see it. Like you have to be able to see a creature to cast a fireball or magic missile or hold person on them. You know. I'll take a look at the spell. Give me a second.
Yeah, I was looking at it myself.
Because otherwise, the spell would effectively, you know, if you just cast it before a suspected ambush, then it would be a foolproof ambush foil, and that seems not as it's intended.
It could be that you need to know that they are there,
Yeah,
not necessarily line of sight.
right. Well, and that's the thing is like you might have to like glance in and then duck back behind the wall kind of thing. I would probably allow that sort of thing.
Lafdul, could Sinrae says quietly, would you be able to stealthily be over there to hear what they're saying?
Is there anyone else in the bar?
There isn't anyone else in the bar right now.
I can try and be a bit surreptitious about it.
You're gonna have a better chance than I do.
You say that I'm wearing elven chain.
I mean,
oh, you're a bard now, aren't you? Actually, yeah. Oh God. Well, all right. Yeah, I've got a 45, I guess, on my move sign, aren't I? My hiding shadow's 35.
She nudges his cup towards him. Take that with you. You can always use it as an excuse.
Oh, yeah, I can get a refill.
And
I tried to down that.
we could also try to discuss loudly. Sinrae.
We could,
Yeah.
Or Sinrae could start playing.
Wow.
that might
Be-
interfere with him hearing.
Okay, so Lafdul, are you going to sneak up to the doorway and just like glance inside?
Just not put my head over the door frame. Just go as close as I can to the door frame
Yeah, and just like
without
split
listen at
second
the door frame.
peek around to see them, see if they're actually there, see if they're.
I don't want to peek around.
You do
I
not
just
want to
be
peek around.
I want to be as close as I can to the door, in case they happen to be looking my way.
Okay. All right, and so you slip over to the door, and what's your hear noise?
My hear noise is 45.
Okay. What you hear is woman, I told you to stay away from the strangers. They're dangerous. Outsiders are always dangerous. You seemed quite friendly with them when I came in. And you hear Malva's voice in response. They were just patrons. They wanted some breakfast. I was asking if they wanted some more. That's followed by, just get upstairs. We'll discuss this later.
As they do that, I quickly make my way back.
Okay.
I don't try to sit down. I just look like I'm looking ready to order another drink, so it'd probably be faster to get into that position.
You wait a moment, and he does not seem to come out right away.
All right, that's... Oh, right away. Oh, if he's not in... I'd be progressively making my way to sitting back down.
Okay.
It was just like an immediate reaction. I just
Yeah.
stand next to the bar. If he's not coming over, then I sit down.
Yep. All right.
So
a moment later, he comes out and have you guys finished eating?
Probably would have.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe like finishing up more or less by then.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, let me get these dishes out of your way. Would you like some more cider or something else to eat?"
No, we're good. We don't overindulge. There's nothing like walking on a full stomach.
Oh, I understand. So no more cider?
Nope.
No,
Alright.
not
I
right
think
now. Thank
I
you.
think we are good for the moment.
He collects the dirty dishes and takes them back in. Oh, thank you for your patronage. Free to hang around if you and discuss things if you like. Just
probably...
call me. I'll be in here doing some cleaning.
Okay. We appreciate your patronage. Your services. Sorry, good way around.
Thank you.
Your
and
hospitality.
He's
Thank you.
he kind of gives you a nod even though he's walking away and disappears into the kitchen.
As I turn my back to him as he's walking out, I shake my head and say no. And I nod my head, just point outwards.
Yeah, I think we'll be leaving the tavern for the moment.
Okay.
I relay what I do, but I make sure we're definitely out of earshot.
Yeah,
A
probably
good
wait till we're
60 yards or more so away. It's well out of hearing range.
Yep. Alright.
Then I just relay what I heard to them. Then I suspect that we should probably intercept the ale before it arrives, because he's gonna see the ruins and how they've changed. And then we're suddenly going to be like, well, since you've come here, they've now grown up.
And also,
At least delay it for a little while.
yeah, I don't think we should trust the ale.
No, I saw how Braxon acted on that. He seemed all glum.
Well,
Okay.
if
Well, it didn't affect me anyway.
He
Power's
was the
still
first
out.
one to drink it.
I mean, I did drink a mug full of it.
it might not affect elves.
No, Arco drank it. As well as Braxon, and only Braxon was affected, so...
True.
I think it was
So-
the first person that drank from it.
Yeah, there's just his demeanor to us, and then how he talked to his wife about us. Yeah, he's not someone to trust. I'm also a little more curious about Elle.
Yeah, there's probably... I wouldn't want to get her into any danger or even remotely risk her, because,
Yeah.
putting a child in that situation is just bad. But yes, she does have information we would like to get.
Yeah.
Well, that and there's some. I don't know, just curious about the whole circumstances of her arrival, the start of things. She might not have been the only thing left on that ship.
Oh, a curiosity that might be causing this epidemic, I suppose. I'm not sure how to word it.
Could be. It's hard to say without talking to her, knowing where the shipwreck was, and if it was on the asteroid or if it was someplace else.
We could ask Mother Weir, I guess. Solas did want to speak with her, didn't you?
Well, I wanted to see if she got the message.
You could go to her house and knock on the door now if you wanted.
Yeah.
Before we do, Lafdul, do you
Mm,
do you have detect magic?
I do. That's an awfully specific spell. I thought you didn't use magic.
She then
raised an eyebrows at her.
she probably, because again, like to a certain extent, many of the spell names are for our convenience as opposed to the
Yeah, I suppose
in setting.
magic
So
is
she probably
pretty
would have
universal.
said
Yeah.
something like,
Do you,
Sinrae probably
the
would have said
ability-
something along the lines of, "Do you have the ability to detect magical emanations at this time," or something like that, you know?
Yes, I do.
would be curious to see what exactly is, if anything, is magical in Mother Weir's.
I'm just looking at the spell. Cast time of thought. I could look like I lag behind the party and just come in. I just look like I'm adjusting my shoelace or something.
You could also cast
As
it, cast it and then say, "All right, so let's knock on the door," unless she's looking out the window right then, or someone else is in town.
Yeah,
looking
but
at you.
I'm just thinking that she might not even be in the house.
That's true. She might not be.
So I kind of want to know if she's even in the building.
Before you cast
Yeah,
it.
no point in wasting spell if...
Yeah, that's why I'm going to be under the guise of just, I'll be a moment, I'll catch you up in 1 second, I'm just tying my shoelace up.
Okay.
That seems like a plan.
And it's pretty easy to cast a spell like that. It's, just looking at my detect magic.
All right, so you go to the go
This
to
my
her
house
house
as
and
well.
knock on the door.
Yeah.
You get no response.
See?
So she's probably got the message.
Possibly.
Can we see anything in the windows?
It's pretty dark, and the curtains are drawn. You can see that there appears to be a banked fire in the fireplace, but that's more, you're not actually seeing that, you're seeing the glowing coals kind of thing. You know, the glow from the coals through the curtains. They're not like blackout curtains or something like that, they're more kind of gauzy. that just impede your view inside.
Is there anyone on the street?
There's probably someone looking at us. We're
There
outside.
there are people, but I mean, Mother Weir's house is also, here at the edge of town. The doorway is. Am I in the right thing? Yep. The doorway is right here. So, people walking down the street here are not going to see you right here.
Too bad it's not the door is not right there. Lafdul, do you think perhaps you could gain us a way to do, say, a welfare check on Mother Weir, just to make sure nothing has befallen her?
I mean, you could listen at the door and
Yes.
the windows.
Yeah, I'll do the general check round.
I'll,
Try not to look too burglary.
Yeah, I'll detect for noise as well.
What's your chance?
Who's?
Sinrae, since you just gave me yours a little while ago.
50.
Okay. I'll basically do 2 rolls for each of you, assuming that you listen at a couple windows and then move to the other side of the house kind of thing and listen.
I would have, as I'm doing this, I would have got Solas to knock again at some point.
Okay.
Because we might just hear a reactionary noise from inside upon the knocking.
Right. You do not hear, neither of you hear anything from inside.
Looks like she's out.
Well, we did leave her the message of that she was needed on the farm.
Was that slipped under the door?
And you
it was
mentioned
slipped
to
under
Div.
the door and given to Div and also the tavern keeper's wife.
It's too bad we can't see if the note is still there.
We might be able to.
We should.
Can I look underneath the door?
You can. Give me an intelligence check, please.
Oh, my intellect's 13. For once, I know it off the top of my head. Alright, that looked like it rode twice to me.
Well, I only see the 112, so that's fine.
Yeah, it did. It rode 12 twice to me for some reason.
It does that occasionally. You can't be sure, but you don't think that there is a slip of paper under the door.
If I try and blow under the door, do I hear like a rustling of paper moving? Was it like heavy paper? Or was it parchment? If it's parchment, it's gonna be too heavy.
It still
Yeah,
might flutter or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. It's pretty awkward, but again, you don't think you see or hear anything moving. Actually, let me give you a detect noise check. Yeah, you don't think you hear anything moving from that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with what my rolls, and I say I don't hear anything. I don't think there's any letter. I don't see anything.
Well, hopefully that means.
Tried blowing under the door. Didn't hear any rustle, so must have got the letter.
Yeah, I think she has gotten the message.
Unless, of course, a gust of wind came by, blew under the door, and blew it, across the room.
Yeah, it doesn't help when the DM just throws
I know.
alternatives.
My concern is, given the tavern keeper's reaction, McGregor's reaction, and she's been rather friendly to us.
Where's
if just suddenly less suspicious and more worried. Especially she lowers her voice, considering she's the one that warned Artie. If somebody else.
She looks pretty capable. She doesn't. This might sound a little odd, but someone doesn't get to live that long and not be wise to stuff going on and being surreptitious about their actions.
This is true. It's odd in the way she reminds me of my mother in a really odd way. It's hard to pinpoint, but I guess should we see if we can find the others, or do we want to try to locate the object? I'm not sure how that spell of yours works, Lafdul.
Basically, I tell her. Hang on, I just need to check something about the spell.
You're talking about locate object, correct?
Yeah, I can't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work through stone walls, does it?
Some of these buildings are not stone.
No, it doesn't say that it's blocked by anything. Well, I mean, I could cast it here, but I want to meet up with the rest of the party just in case they've got a more definitely. If not, then I can just cast it around here, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose that works. Just
Where-
wondering if she's more likely.
Real fast, it's blocked by lead. Doesn't say anything about stone, and considering that one of the
Oh yes, blocked by lead.
one of the kind of listed uses is finding a ladder, i.e., we're in the dungeon, we need to get the hell out of here. Where's the ladder up? Quick cast a spell kind of thing. I think that's one of the intended uses of the spell. Stone would not block this.
Oh, I've never thought of using it like that.
Yeah, it's
you
definitely
find a generic door or ladder
or stairs or something like that. Yeah, you definitely could use it that way.
Something that is
Find
familiar
exit.
to you.
Yeah, that would be useful. Find, I suppose trapdoor would work.
Probably not. That would probably not work.
What I mean by trapdoor is like, you lift up a hatch and you got like a ladder going down.
Yeah, you'd be able to find a ladder, but you wouldn't be able to find the trapdoor itself because they're too varied, and that's not exactly a specific enough object.
Would hatch be too vague as well?
Hatch would work, but it would not find a hidden hatch. It would only find an obvious hatch. That
that's
might
what I mean.
find an obvious hatch
A
that's
floor
under
hatch.
a rug, but it wouldn't find one that's hidden. Like by hidden, I mean, the kind of thing where you flip back the rug and there's clearly a hatch. Look, there's the handle, etc., etc. You can see all the hinges. You can see the lock. Everything is clear as day. It might find one of those. It would not find they flip back the rug. If you look at the way the floorboards are cut, there's actually a hatch here. That wouldn't find that.
Would
Yeah,
it
no,
find
that's
object
fine.
made out of lead?
Yes. If it was not big enough to block it. Anyway, we're getting off track. Did you want to
You'd be
cast it or
fine.
not?
No, not. I want to find out the rest of the party first.
Okay.
Yeah, I think finding the rest of the party might be a good idea.
I mean, I'm gonna use this spell before the day's done anyway, so or whatever.
Shall we wait for them at Lurik's camp?
Yeah, considering we didn't really have a pre-designated meetup, did we?
No, I don't think we actually did. They were raring to go first thing in the morning, and
Either that or there was a discussion last week about saying Lurik's camp, but I can't recall for sure. So Lurik's camp it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you head over there. You do not see them. So let's go ahead and switch back to the other group. They were following the tracks of the sheep, see if they could find anything.
Oh.
So you follow the tracks for a while, and you pretty quickly Lyric pretty quickly loses track of the specific ones in a field that is clearly used for grazing. He kind of supposes that these may have been two strays that got away from the herder, the shepherd, or may have somehow gotten out of the an enclosure at the farmhouse that you guys saw up in the air, something like that.
Hmm.
Okay. So we're kind of up and around here-ish.
Yeah. Lurk does tell you that what they have been able to glean from other, people in the rare occasions when they've been a little bit forthcoming, is that many of the sheep that have been killed have been strays, essentially. Those that have wandered away from the herds, especially early on when the shepherds weren't as they weren't expecting anything bad to happen, so they weren't keeping as close a watch on it. These days, a lot of it tends to be more those that kind of escape the enclosures at night and stuff like that. He thinks.
Right.
All right.
I wonder if there's any way we can keep some sort of eye on the sheep ourselves, or I don't know, maybe have some sheep as bait and try and catch whatever's doing the attacks.
I mean, you could always buy some sheep from one of these farmers if you wanted.
Yeah, I guess we could.
I mean, there's a farmhouse up ahead that you could go to and talk to them if you wanted. You could try finding the shepherd out in the fields.
Yeah, any information we can get from the shepherds could be useful.
All right. Let's
I mean, we
go
are-
talk to them, I guess.
We are essentially trying to find what's killing their sheep.
Well, yeah, but remember,
They
these people don't necessarily care for outsiders, and there's some boogeyman stuff going on.
That's fine.
So do you
That's
want to approach the farmhouse, or do you want to look for the nearest herder? You did see a few flocks of sheep that you think were out there, out and around.
Well, we can look for a herder on the way to this farmhouse, can't we? If we see a herder, we go to the herder.
Well,
opposite directions, let me guess. Yeah.
not exactly opposite directions. There was one all the way down on the other side. Off the map, there are some more farmhouses, just like for clarity's sake. But you also saw a herd out this way and a herd up this way, and you're
Let's
right
do the
here.
first one.
So go
What's
over
the
here.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's noonish. I mean, it's hard to say. It's midday-ish, somewhere around there.
In that case, I suggest we go to the farm. Because they might go back to eat lunch.
Okay. Fine then. Let's go to the farmhouse.
Okay. So you approach the farmhouse. It is a stone-built affair with a thatched roof. Pretty squat. And there is a small outbuilding. Basically, like the farmhouse and this outbuilding and a pen are all kind of connected by low stone walls, kind of making a small enclosure. You can see just beyond it a small field. Doesn't have a whole lot of crops in it, and you're not really sure what kind of crops.
Did it have a scarecrow pole up anywhere in there?
There is a scarecrow out in the field. It's an actual scarecrow, not just the pole.
Not just a pole.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we pretty much destroyed that scarecrow, so.
Yes. So it certainly did not come back here.
So it's not this one. Alright. One of you want to go talk to the people here?
Well, I suppose I could, but I'm holding a bag with a crow in. Might look a bit weird.
I got it. These buildings are too small for me anyway.
Okay, Braxon gently
inside.
gives the crow back to Higgimus.
Okay, so you hand over the sack with the squawking crow in it.
Yeah.
The potion effects are still operating right now. As you take it back, it seems to calm down a little bit. I mean, it's a bit
Wow.
calmer. It's not struggling as much, in part because it's just a waste of energy, clearly.
Yeah.
But it's been squawking a lot.
Braxon says maybe you can give it a drink of water or something. It's been in there a while.
That would imply that we let it out to have a drink of water. Would you be prepared to catch it again?
No. Go ahead and talk to these people.
Okay. Braxton's going to go over and knock on the door and say, hello.
After a moment,
Braxton will step back so he's not right on top of the door.
Okay. After a minute, the door opens, and a middle-aged woman with a young child kind of hiding behind her skirts looks out, and you can tell she has a very suspicious look on her face, and she says, guardedly, "Yes, can I help you with something?"
Thank you. My name's Braxon. I'm from the company The Broken Swords. We're here, and there's been some weird deaths of sheep. So we've been trying to catch the monster that's bothering the sheep. We were wondering if you've got anyone here who's a shepherd who might be able to give us some information.
Yes, my husband and boys they're out with the flock right now.
Okay. Where do they normally go with their sheep?
I really couldn't tell you.
Okay. Well, we'll go have a wander for them. If you've seen them before us, would you mind letting us know letting them know that we're looking to have a chat with them?
They usually only get back around nightfall, a little bit before.
Okay, that's fair enough. But what we're trying to do is find out anything suspicious that anyone's seen.
Well, everyone knows it's Artie.
Well,
He's some sort of demon or something.
maybe. I mean, we've been looking for footprints and stuff. We can't find any footprints.
Well, you wouldn't with a demon, would you?
Maybe. We've killed demons before, or creatures that were similar to demons. Anyway, we're going to catch whatever it is if we can. Thanks very much for your time.
And without really even a goodbye, she closes the door.
So Braxton's going to go back with a big smile on his face and say, she said the father and the sons won't be back until nightfall. They're out with the sheep. She's not quite sure where they are.
All right. Well, we knew there's a flock out this way. Let's hit this flock, try to talk to the people there. Hopefully not scare anything, and then head back to Lorik's camp.
I should have asked whose house it was. So we'll put the name on the map.
Would I have put the name on the map, though?
Maybe not.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right, so you head out to the flock, try to find that flock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are you do see them. Pretty, it doesn't really take you very long to find them at all. And you approach
I'm gonna
them.
stay back a little bit because I have this walking bird thing.
Yep. And you're big.
And I'm big.
All right, so Braxon, you taking the lead again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Braxton, give a big wave when we're in the distance.
You see three men, or a man and three teenaged boys as you approach.
Braxton says to the others, this might be them from that house. I thought they were going separately with different bunches of sheep, but so they're together.
So at that, Lurk says, no, lately they've been, everyone's been making sure that people have protection. Some time ago, there was a shepherd alone who fell asleep. When he woke, he found one of his sheep, just torn apart. That was pretty much it for making sure that everyone was going out together.
Right, makes sense.
Who was it that fell asleep and then they woke up with their sheep dead?
Let's see. I think that might have been the farmer, one of the sons of Icon. He lives over on the other side of the hill.
Do you have anything to drink?
The boy? No,
drunk?
No. Well,
No?
Not to my knowledge. They're pretty strict about not letting the boys drink around here. But I suppose one of the men on the outlying farms might not be quite so strict or something like that.
Okay. Just curious.
So, Braxon, you approach the men with the sheep.
Yeah.
They quickly stand up and you see them like the two boys are holding shepherd's crooks and the man he's holding a pitchfork and they're kind of like at the ready and kind of huddled a bit defensively as you approach.
Braxon will make sure his hands
are
away from his weapons.
As you're approaching, the man shouts out, "Keep your distance. Who are you?"
I'm Braxon from the Company of the Broken Sword.
Mm-hmm. And what you doing near our flock?
Well, we came here because I came here to visit my sister who lives here, and we heard that something's attacking the sheep. So, as this is something that could affect my family, me and my friends have decided to come around and see if we can catch the monster that's eating the sheep. We just saw two on the other side of the road that have been attacked. So
as soon as you mention the two, you hear him let loose a curse, and he says, "Yeah, it was probably ours. We're missing two this morning."
Right. Well,
how do we know it wasn't you, though?
Well, that's an interesting question.
If it was us, we probably wouldn't tell you what we'd done, right?
Yeah.
We wouldn't especially come here and tell you that we found those sheep.
Yeah.
Braxon's going to sit down so that he looks unthreatening. I can
that's
see.
Not exactly going to look exactly unthreatening to him, and it's going to be kind of awkward. You're not close to him. He told you to keep your distance, and
okay.
You're kind of not exactly shouting, but speaking loudly over a distance.
All right. Well, Braxon will stand casually then. Well, anyway, what we're trying to do is to find out from shepherds and other people if they've seen anything that could be a clue that could help us find the creature. This man from another group, he's been looking for tracks, and we can't find any tracks around those sheep.
Yeah, we don't like strangers around here. At that, what you'd guess is the younger of the two boys says, "Father, we should tell him." No, hush, boy.
Tell us what?
It's nothing. It's just young boy's fancy. That's all.
Well,
it might help with our investigation either way. It shouldn't be that to just hear what he has to say.
We've investigated a number of weird things on the Rock Brow and other places, and sometimes something that seems totally crazy turns out to be a clue that helps us catch something.
I saw something flying. The youngest boy says, and then his father turns on him and says, "I said, be quiet, boy. Don't pay him no mind."
He said he saw something.
Where did you see this flying thing?
Well, we're suspecting something flying. Because we can't find any footprints.
Yeah.
So if your sons have seen something flying, sir, it might be a monster that's attacking the sheep. And if we can figure out where it is or where it's going, we might be able to kill it. And if we can kill it, we'll get back on our business, and you won't see us till next time I visit my sister.
Well, you find that Artie. He's the one responsible.
Well, yeah, that's what people are saying. If we find this thing attacking sheep and it's Artie, we'll kill him. And if we find the thing and it's attacking sheep and it's not Artie, we'll prove he's innocent.
It's him. You go find him. He's the one. He's this demon in disguise. Everything bad started when he came.
Do you mind if we ask your son where he saw this thing he said was flying?
I do mind. Pay my boy no mind. He has flights of fancy. The boy definitely looks chagrined at having been yelled at by his father.
I think you're letting your dislike of foreigners overrule your logic about wanting to save the rest of your sheep.
I think you'd best be moving on now, then. He kind of motions with his pitchfork a bit.
Very well, sir. But if you want to save the rest of your sheep and you have any clues, like something that's been seen that's flying, there's scavers and things out there in wild space.
Scavers don't get in the air this far. They can't.
I know, but I'm fully aware of that. I used to live on an asteroid near here, and we have our own asteroid in the area. But if there's things like scavers out there, there's other things out there.
Yeah, like that Artie. You go find him. You go take care of him, and everything will be fine. All happened when he came. Now you go on.
Yep. Okay. You might see us around later, but we're heading on our way for now. I hope you don't lose any more sheep, sir.
He's kind of giving you a scowl until you leave.
Yep. Okay, so
get back to the rest of the group, and Lyric says, "Yeah, well, welcome to Croylian Moor."
That's fine.
These people are really secretive.
They're just distrusting. That's all.
When did all their problems start again?
It certainly didn't happen with Artie when Artie came, as far as I can tell.
No, but how long ago was that?
Near as I can figure, Artie's been around for 5-6 months, and I think everything started around 2 months ago.
2 months ago, you say?
So things started happening even after Artie showed up.
Yeah, it was a pretty big lag time. That's one of the reasons why, my friends and I never thought that he was really responsible.
When did you guys get here? Was it a month ago?
Oh, no. Been here about a week now. Heard about it. We were in a neighboring asteroid. They were having some problems with a small orcish pirate. Helped them out. Heard about this and came on over.
I wonder if any ships came here 2 months ago that might have inadvertently brought some monster with them.
Well, the thing is that there's ships every few days, really. Mostly just dropping off normal stuff. Div's pretty closed mouth about it, but I got some of that out of him. Some of the others.
Kid
maybe
with the
we can have a
farmers
word.
said that he saw something flying.
Yeah. Maybe that kid will come talk to us at some point.
Maybe.
Wouldn't
Let's
put much stock in
start
that.
making our way back to your camp, Lark.
Yeah,
we can talk along the way.
Yeah, you guys are talking along the way. It's fine.
Okay.
Lurk says, I wouldn't put too much hope in him coming by. father was as hard on him as it looked from over here. He's probably in for a bit of a hiding.
But that may be a clue. It could be that what we're looking for flies, and that's why we can't find any tracks.
I would certainly explain the lack of tracks. Haven't seen anything myself, though. Still, no, I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
Griffin would be native to this area. They can fly, and they have those kinds of... And I imagine they have those kinds of talents.
I'm sorry?
Like Griffin.
Ooh, I don't think there's any griffins here.
That's like the one thing that came to my mind.
I think we would have seen something. They tend to like high places, and you're pretty much staying at the highest place around, so... I think if there were any griffins around, they'd be up there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, just gonna make small talk with them as on the way back.
Braxon's gonna drop back with Lever and say, Lafdul had a magical spell that let him talk to me in my head. Do you have anything like that? Could you talk to the boy?
I wish I could, but unfortunately no.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be a really good way to completely freak him out, too.
I would. I didn't memorize it, but if I had friends... Gosh,
yeah.
That will probably backfire very badly after he wakes up again.
Alright, so you make small talk with Lurk and his companions, the twins and the young woman, and get back to their camp. It's really only noon, maybe 1 at this point, and you see Lafdul, Solas, and Sinrae sitting around. They've been there about no more than an hour, but probably closer to half an hour.
Oh, good. You're still alive.
Sinrae puts her flute down. Yes, we're still alive.
I cock my head and I look at Higgimus's torn clothing. It's like, yeah, licks it.
Did you guys get into a fight with a sheep?
We got into a fight with a bush.
Lafdul looks very intimidating.
Fight with a bush?
Yeah.
Oh. I was
Yeah.
picking blueberries.
We gotta show you these berries, Lafdul. We don't really know what they are, but they were on the bush.
You know,
You guys
something
want to go check it out, and these giant leaves tried to trap him, and these razor
I
tried to kill him.
I try to keep Higgimus away from my berries. It doesn't matter whose berries they are. He goes after them.
Just
I
show
thought
him the
it was
berries.
He's a berry fiend.
So you guys almost got eaten by giant plants for berries.
In the swamp, yes.
It's perfectly
Look how
reasonable when you
delicious
think
they
about
look.
it.
I thought it was
I'll
quite
pull them up.
ironic. I thought it was quite ironic. Because Higgimus likes to eat plants. And today, a plant tried to eat Higgimus.
There's a song in that.
Yeah, show the berries to Lafdul so you can identify them.
Yeah, I think Higgimus said that he pulled them out.
I
pull one
try.
Well, I will take a look also.
Oh.
Lafdul...
Surprisingly good, brother.
Lafdul's already succeeded, so to a certain extent, Solas, that is not necessary. But Lafdul, you recognize that as the berry of a rather dangerous plant called a snapper saw, but you don't actually know if they're edible berries or not.
I say they're not edible. I would hold off eating them until the morning.
Why is that?
Because then I relay about the what we've encountered with the tavern keeper being suspicious of us. Now I think that he's gonna try and poison us or something with the ale. So I'm gonna take a spell that'll detect whether or not the ale will be poisoned in the morning. But I'd also be able to find out if those berries are poisonous.
Also, we captured a crow.
Good point.
What?
Yeah.
You captured
see.
a crow?
Why?
Yeah, we thought Lafdul could talk to it.
Yeah, Braxton's got it in a sack.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I gave the sack back to
That
Higgimus.
crow's going to be entirely cooperative now.
That poor crow.
No, Higgimus is.
Hey, it's better off than the one that Braxon shot out of the air with an arrow.
Yeah,
Hey,
I thought we could eat that one.
Hey, Braxon, I suppose you'd want the feathers for the fletching for your arrows, wouldn't you? Crow feathers?
Probably, yeah.
But no, we caught it because we wanted to have Lafdul interrogated over the.
What? Why do you and Lever need crow feathers as spell components?
They're used in some spells, but actually no, I do actually have one spell, but I've got like 10 feathers, so I've got enough.
Well, I'm happy to let you have it if it helps with your spells.
I
was thinking we could eat crow for dinner.
Lovely.
No, let's not eat crow. Also, why did you shoot a crow out of the air?
Because the crows
He likes to brag.
the crows were eating the remains of 2 sheep that had been chopped up.
That's what crows do.
Yeah, that is indeed what they do. I was wondering if the crows were some sort of magical crows that could increase in size and kill sheep, and then turn back into normal crows to eat the remains. So I tested the theory by shooting a crow down. And then Higgimus decided to catch a crow so that you could have a chat with it and say, have you been killing any sheep?
I don't think Higgimus will speak up and be like, well, Braxon, I think the crows might have been able to see maybe at some point in time what actually killed these things.
That's true.
I really having a hard time believing, like, if this thing was turning into something else, I'm pretty sure once I put it in the bag, it would have wanted out of that.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, I already cut the legs open, and the crow didn't have super extending claws that came out. It was a normal crow. So my theory was wrong.
So you think you might be able to talk to this thing, Lafdul?
I can do.
Yeah,
Do you have
once
the spell?
Yes.
Once you've spoken to it, we can let it go. Not keep it in the bag any longer than it needs to be.
It's probably going to be want to be let out. I guess I'll have to grasp it with my ring, so it doesn't try and fly away.
I mean, you can start by just opening the top of the bag enough for the head to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. So
It's
probably appreciate the fresh air.
My potion's still working?
Seems to be friends with Higgimus at the moment.
Is
You don't
my
know
potion
that's
still
the
working?
case.
No, the
That's
potion
not-
is not still working.
Okay.
Hang on. I want to just check something real quick. I want to know if emotion control works on an animal.
Maybe the crow could teach Higgimus how to fly with his ear tufts.
No, don't worry. No, I use speak with animal. I start crowing at the crow. Hello, crow. Can you
Are we
understand
gonna
me?
So
head out,
you're
at least?
gonna open the bag
Yeah,
just
let the
enough
head
to
out.
let the head out.
I'm really looking forward to Ord's crow voice.
Okay, are you going to open the bag and let the head out and then cast a spell, or are you casting the spell and then?
No, I'm casting the spell ahead of time.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna say we're gonna let you. I'm just trying to get its attention first. I'm gonna have my ring ready to attempt to grasp it if it tries to burst out of Braxton's hand that he clearly can't hold on to.
I mean, if you open the bag just enough for the head to come out, its shoulders and wings can't get out, so it's you've got it still.
Yeah.
This
Capture.
poor bird.
Just let know we're gonna let its head out so you can speak to it.
All right. Yeah. No, I will
And
do
then
that.
once we're done asking questions, we'll let it go.
Okay.
I as I cast the spell, I say, "Can you understand me?"
So you get you cast your spell, open the bag just enough for the head to come out, and then it starts squawking extremely loudly. At least that's what everyone else hears. Lafdul, what you hear is, "Let me go! Let 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 me go!"
Calm down. We'll let you go if you
Let me go.
answer questions. Only if you answer questions. Otherwise, you're bird food.
It's dark in here. Let me go.
Make it a lot darker for you. Permanently. I'm going into threatening anemia.
It clacks its beak shut, and you think it's glaring at you.
You either answer my questions or you're bird feed.
What do you want? Let me go. What do you want?
Alright. What happened to the sheep that you were hovering around? I'm free for questions for the party, I also say, if they want to ask out questions while I'm asking questions.
It got killed. Let me go.
Ask her what killed it.
You gonna let me go?
What killed it? No. What killed it?
I don't know. Bad bird. Let me go.
Bad bird? Oh, it's a bird.
Let me go.
Has it got wings?
I told you. You said you'd let me go. Let me go.
Has it seen any big flying things?
I relay the questions as they come out.
Yes, bad bird. Let me go.
Where
Not
is
yet.
where does the bad bird have its nest?
Don't know. We hide when we see it. Don't know where it goes.
Which way does it come from when you see it?
Don't know.
Lafdul, try offering him some meat from your trail rations.
It ain't gonna take that. It just wants its freedom.
Tell it.
Okay.
I answered your question.
I say
What
goodbye,
does
dude.
the bad bird look like?
It just is a bird.
No,
What
it
does
might
it
be.
look like compared to a crow?
Alright, I try to ask the crow, can you describe it?
Nope.
In any
Big bad
shape?
bird. Let me go.
Does it have what the colors?
I don't know.
Colours?
I not seen it. Others have. It bad. Stay away from it. It bad.
Tell it
It
tell
kills
it we
sheep.
want to catch. Tell it we want to get rid of the big bad bird so it won't threaten the crows anymore.
I answered
Alright,
your
yeah,
questions.
no,
Let me go.
I'm gonna
You wanna
keep
Let me
get rid of
go.
the big bad
Let me go. Let
bird.
me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. I answered your questions. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
I get my rig and I put a little bit of pressure on the bird. It's like
Are we
stop
torturing
being
birds now?
Lafdul's getting annoyed at
Ow!
the
Ow! Ow!
bird.
Ow! 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 Let me go. I'll peck your eye
No,
out.
not in.
I'll peck your eye out.
Oh,
Let me go.
Lafdul gets his dagger out, his flaming dagger.
Braxon's gonna grab Lafdul's hand and say, "Don't threaten the crow. The crow could be our friend."
Lafdul's
What
like,
did he do to
Please don't throw the
make you
crow!
so annoyed?
you should hear the profanity coming from this crow.
Sinrae
Whoa.
offers the crow some berries and nuts for trail
It will
rations.
bite your hand.
Tell the crow that if it wants to get rid of the big bad bird, to tell other crows to let us know where the big bad bird is, and we'll get rid of the big bad bird.
Yeah, I relay that. I relay everything that everyone says.
Okay, and Sinrae, you're offering it some food.
Yeah.
Mmm, yum. Nom nom nom. It eats them and does
I
not
glare at
does
Sinrae.
not poke you.
Like hatred.
And to Lafdul, it says that bird better than you. You bad bird. This nice bird. Let me go.
I'm not. I'm not relaying.
Let me go. 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 Let me go.
Ask.
Tell it
Tell-
that if it asks the others where the big bad bird is, then Nice Bird will take care of it.
Lafdul, tell the crow that if he answers a few more questions, he can have a shiny.
All right, I relay that.
Ooh, shiny, 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 shiny. Let me go. Shiny.
Probably
Let
a
me go.
silver coin.
I hold up a shiny silver coin.
She was gonna offer her one of her brooches.
Brooches. That's
Mhm.
a bit valuable, isn't it? Are
Yeah.
you lying?
I held up the shiny silver coin
Let me go.
as the reward you'll get if it answers 4 questions.
For those wondering,
So
wondering
lying.
why he sounds like that, he lost power and it hasn't come back. He's on a workaround right now. It's
He's
little
in
bit,
temporal stasis.
yeah, a little bit robotic. Someone cast slow
Wait,
spell
how
on
do
him.
I sound?
Really,
So
really
drunk.
slowed down, drunk. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like you were talking from a barrel.
You'll have
drunk-
to
Don't worry
look
too
back
much
at the
about
VOD or something.
All right, so you Ockar's offering a coin. What are you going to say to it, Lafdul?
I can't remember what the bloody question was. Do you want this coin? We will give you
Power's
this coin.
back.
Yes, shiny, gimme. I answered the question.
Tell us.
Let me go.
Braxon says, from what he said, he doesn't know where the big bad bird is. Tell
Do
him
you
to
know that
pass on-
area? Sorry.
Tell him to pass on the message that if the crows fly to the big tower and show us where the big bad bird is,
Slay big bad
I got a
bird.
question.
we will get rid of the big bad bird.
I make the offer, I guess.
All right, well,
I say that my
Higgimus
companions
has a
make the
question
offer.
first.
Is there any other part of the islands that this asteroid that is dangerous or stay away from?
All right. I ask that.
So it first answers the question, and it says, dangerous for you, maybe. Swamp can be bad. That's good food. Give me shiny.
Oh,
Shiny.
Higgimus, what about one of those
Let me
berries?
go. Let me go.
I'm not going to get anything. Just need it.
Let me go.
How much do you care about this information?
Will you
Well, I
tell
mean,
all
like-
your friends to come by and tell us what the big bad bird is? And
It
it's too
answers the
shiny.
questions. So
It's
just
answered the question.
ask questions.
Give me shiny. Shiny. You said you'd give me shiny. Give me shiny. Let me go.
I'll
Just
give it
put
this
the-
shiny.
Put the shiny in its beak. It'll probably hold it.
I'll place a shiny in its beak.
Wait, it's not going to be able to talk.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go now. There you go.
Just
There you
let
go.
go.
All right. Can anybody think of any actual questions?
I would say tell the crow that if it comes sees us in the tower tomorrow and can give us more information about the bad bird, it can have more shinies and more food.
I say the kind elf over there, I point to Sinrae, will give you lots and lots of food if you give her information about this dangerous creature that's killing all the sheep.
I heard you are.
What?
Well, the coin is still in its beak.
Yeah,
so
I know. That's why I'm like, what?
Hold out for a second. Say what?
What?
Give me shiny. Give me shiny. Give me shiny. You said let me go.
Yes,
Give
you'll
me
have
shiny.
me shiny.
I'll put the
I-
shiny back.
Well,
Well, you don't know what's going
It's-
on,
it's
Ockar.
just squawking to you.
Yeah.
Well, if I see it squawking again, I'm gonna put the shiny back.
Except that
We
to
need
you,
it to
to you,
squawk.
there's no difference between it squawking in the way that I was just doing and it clearly answering a question of Lafdul's. It's all squawking.
Oh,
to
God.
you.
You just
Give me
sing an
back shiny.
agitated squawk.
You bad bird.
You'll-
You bad bird. Give me back shiny.
I hate this bird. I really do. I'm not saying that. Just FYI.
You definitely get the impression that it doesn't like you either.
All right. So did it get to answer Sinrae's question again?
Yeah. All right.
Or proposal?
I say to if you have any information, come to the tower. This lady over here will give you lots of food, maybe more shinies for your time and effort, and plus we will get rid of the monster for you.
I think about it. Give me shiny. Give me shiny
It
back.
says it will think about it, and if you tell all the other crows,
I think about it.
say
Yeah, the
I'm
offer,
not gonna-
the offer goes for all crows.
No, I'm not feeding all of the crows.
I say, Sarah, you could eat. I exaggerate with my arms that you could eat lots of food.
The offer of food and shinies is only to this crow.
That you would
Only
totally
to
be able to
this
tell
crow.
from all the other crows.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to tell.
The food,
plus-
Does anybody have any red string or anything? Something we could tie around the bird's neck so we could tell this one from the others.
I think if another crow comes and gives us the information, we can reward the other crow. The first crow that comes can get the reward, can't it?
Give me shiny. Give me shiny back. Let me go. Let me go.
All right. Have we gotten what you wanted from this thing?
I think
confirmed to what the boy said.
We need to get a time for this crow, because if I don't have the spell, if he comes back
Morning.
should we say like midday at the very least? Not midday,
Mid-morning.
evening.
Morning, I would say.
Yeah. How long does it take for me to get my spells back there?
Well, maybe you shouldn't use up all your spells and need to replace all your spells.
Well, that it seems like I'm the only one doing all the divination here. There is another priest that can
True.
do divination spells.
That's a good point, but
Meanwhile,
Lafdul, how long will it take you to regain your Talk with Animals spell at least?
I don't think I can just get one spell, then cast it, and then rememorize the rest of my spells. That would be the only spell I would get for the day.
that is true.
I have to get all my spells or only one spell.
Or any
Would
spells
you,
that you have up to the point that you're interrupted.
Yeah.
Would you please thank the crow for us? And
No.
ask the crow. No. It's helped us.
I don't like this crow.
Meanwhile, Sinrae is asking Lever if she has a ribbon or like
I
a
will
pretty bit of
convey
string.
that friendly person over there, that friendly elf. Inverted commas.
I'm not an elf.
No, I'm pointing to Sinrae. This
Well,
crow's
I'm
going to come back to Sinrae.
I'd like to thank the crow.
All right, that human, because it doesn't know human bird, beardy bird.
Yeah. The
Furry bird!
ask the crow if the crow would like a drink of water.
But wait,
before-
when you say bearded bird, it'll think me because I'm the one with the biggest beard.
Yeah,
Could
maybe.
you say to the crow, would the crow like a drink of water before it flies away? Because if it
Yes.
would, Braxon will pour out some water for it into his cup.
Just let me go. Let me go.
Do you
Give me
do you
shiny
want a
back.
drink of
Let me go.
water? I see that bearded bird over there wants to offer you water.
I answered question. Give me back shiny.
You don't want.
Are we
you
done
took
asking
shiny.
thing questions?
Let me go.
Giving it food and water, whatever like that's pointless unless we have more
Want
questions.
the shiny back?
It wants a shiny back.
If you
We have more questions.
Give it back
let
the
it go.
coin.
Do you guys have any more questions for it?
I don't.
No.
All right, let it go.
Wait.
Give it back the coin
Let the
before
bird
we
go.
let
Wait.
go.
Have you seen? Do we have? Have you seen any humans? I say humans. Any big birds in the swamp?
No.
I see people that look like us.
No. Let me go. Give me back shiny.
That was my question.
I gave it back the coin and we let it go.
Yes, reluctantly.
Oh, and nobody gave me a ribbon or a string to tie around its neck so I could tell it apart.
Don't have one.
How do we know it's going to be you and not another crow?
I don't have it. I have.
No, I'm asking the crow if he wants. I say this.
I think about it.
Does Leva, do you have anything?
No, I just looked.
String, sadly.
I got Sony and Fred.
Give her the thread.
I guess I cut off a piece of thread.
I mean,
Just
you'd
put it
have to
around
tie it
its-
around before you released it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
tie it around its neck.
Alright.
If it's colorful, it will like it.
It'll
It
probably freak out if I do it.
doesn't. Yeah. I mean, it's
Someone
probably
else
not
do it.
colorful.
Let Sinrae do it. Sinrae's the one to trust.
Hang on.
It's
Wouldn't it
probably
be
not
safe?
colorful because it's just for mending clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't-
it's
It's just
it's distinct enough on black.
black on black. You wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, it's probably black or gray or something.
Gray would show up on black.
I mean, it's again thread rather than string. Thread's pretty small.
Yeah.
If-
I mean, you could try it, but whether you see it or not, you won't know until it returns.
If you really
it
must
returns.
tie something around the crow, could you not do it around its ankle instead of its neck? Because it might catch in something and strangle it.
Oh, that's a good point.
All right, just get a
Ask-
tiny.
Ask the crow if I can tie a string around its foot so we know it's him.
I
do you know it's a he?
say to the. Well, I'm not going to assume gender, infer gender either. I say, pointy-eared bird lady over there wants to tie a piece of string round foot to know who you are. We can't tell you who you are.
No, let me go. Give me.
It says no.
Give me shiny back.
All right.
You said give me. You said you'd give me shiny back. I answered questions. Let me go.
We'll place the coin back into its beak as it's cawing.
Sinrae,
Yes.
have you got anything shiny you could tie around its ankle?
Just my brooch, but that's not gonna work.
I doubt it
We're
wants anything shiny to tie on its leg, because then it would be easier to spot for the predators.
And I
Yeah,
don't
I
think it
suppose
wants.
So,
And I don't think it wants my
it's
silk
shiny
back.
back. Is it happy?
Crows and magpies like shiny things in general.
Yeah, but they might.
but,
They might try to take it off and line a nest with it or something.
Do you have any more
Yeah.
questions for this crow? Or anything else?
I think we should let it go.
Alright, let's let it go.
The prosecution has no questions for the crow.
Let it go.
Okay.
Alright, let's say we're gonna let it go then. There you
So
go.
Lafdul, you loosen the drawstring, and it wiggles free and launches itself into the air. It's got the coin in its beak. You can hear it
Coin, so I don't care.
kind of cawing around the coin as it circles around above you, and all of a sudden,
I make sure it doesn't
Lafdul-
drop anything on me. I know. I'm calling it out as you're saying that. I'm gonna dodge.
that's great and all, but I rolled a 20.
Oh come on! What if I roll
Land in your
a 1 or
mouth!
something?
All right, you can do a dexterity check. How's that? I'll let you do a dexterity
roll
check.
1.
You should have been nicer to the bird.
If I get
You
a
have
chance,
to
I'm
roll-
gonna.
You have to roll 1.
No, that's not gonna be a 1, is it?
Nope. It didn't like land in your face or something like that, but
I
it did splatter.
reflexively-
You try to dodge it, and it splatters on your pant leg as you're dodging out of the way.
I couldn't try and
And
grab
it
it with my
pooped on
ring.
No.
Lafdul trying to grab projectile. Yeah.
Sinrae covers her mouth and hide her laughter.
I can say Solas
The
is
things
pretty-
I do for this
Solas is
party goes
chuckling, pretty
unappreciated.
openly.
Good job, Lafdul. You got us information. Kind of.
Thank you, Lafdul.
Alright, Lafdul wipes it off and attempts to chase Ockar with it. He's gonna smear it over his lovely armor.
I'm gonna splash him with water from my water skin to try to wash off the stuff from his hand.
Sinrae's gonna look over at Lurik, saying, "So."
Oh, they're all four
This
of them are
is-
just rolling on the ground laughing practically. They're like doubled over in laughter at this.
So, do you think this would be a good? I could make this into a good song. Anyone?
So,
Yeah.
on
A
a more
wonderful
serious note,
song. That would be a wonderful song.
That'll be the
more
elf
serious-
and the crow.
on more serious note, what did the three of you learn?
Well,
That
some of the villagers have been acting strangely in the recent times.
Oh yeah.
So
Well-
one of the villagers that has been acting strangely is what's his name? The one who plays music occasionally in the tavern.
Duven.
Duven.
Yeah, he was being a bit more. Was he being a bit
Arrogant.
more arrogant?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
And another one was the
Kevin.
beggar,
Yeah,
Beggars.
Apparently, he's.
the one with the club foot, and
He might be like a cult leader or something. We don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
apparently he said something about everyone was gonna get what was coming to them, or something to
Yeah.
that effect.
What if we were to get on his good side? Then he might invite us to his club, so to speak.
I think he's just a beggar, but we're already on his good side thanks to our paladin. Remember?
Yeah, I somehow, for some reason, gave him money as well. I'm not sure why.
You were feeling generous that
Yes, I've been hanging around Ockar for too long.
it's rubbing off
That's
on
good. I'm making good influence on you. I'm happy.
No.
We also
Good influence.
learned that the McGregor is not to be trusted.
McGare.
Oh yes.
Talking out both sides of his mouth.
Tell us more.
Yeah.
Well,
he
I mean, it could
says-
also just be a case of him having
It-
one face for the public and
Customers.
another face for his wife.
Yeah.
Still, you don't tend to give free ale to people you think are dangerous, and you don't want your wife.
He might
near.
be just trying to keep us on good terms so we don't cause any harm, because we are like an armed and dangerous bunch of people, and what can they
Yeah.
do to defend themselves? So they're just
Yeah,
trying to
we
bribe
are,
us.
we
for
are the
future
guys
No.
walking around in heavy armor and carrying big weapons.
I mean, some of us are walking around in heavy armor,
I mean,
weapons.
Higgimus alone, if he was evil, Giff could do quite a harm for a small
Hey, he's
peaceful
carrying a firearm.
farming community like this.
We also learned that the little girl living with them, Elle, is. Was it Eli or Elle?
Elle.
Elle.
L.
Elle is not their daughter. She was found in the wreckage of a ship by a trader,
Oh,
and they took her in about 2
2
months
months
ago.
when this all happened.
Something like that.
So, might be a possibility that something on that wreckage is causing this as well.
Also,
If we-
2 months, you say?
Yeah, this is when the Artie issue happened.
and Artie'd been here longer, and
6 months.
the barkeeper's wife definitely didn't think he had done anything.
Huh.
Huh.
Has there been any other instances with that girl that we've been around? Like, has she gotten in trouble or anything?
No, she just
That we
seems very curious about us.
Who knows,
No,
maybe
but-
she wants to be an adventurer one day.
She probably wants to tell us stuff, but she would probably get into a. She'd be mortified if her parents, well, our foster parents, were to find out and scold her for it. I don't know how they would react. Her father's not someone you want to get on the bad side for it if you were a child.
No, I think that's why she's been watching us. We're outsiders, and if she knows something, we're the best people to probably help her.
She probably doesn't get the super best treatment because she's an outsider herself, even though she's been adopted. She's always going to have that. You're part of her family, but you're like the outcast of the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
There's always someone like that, unfortunately.
Ellen, I'd like to know no more about the circumstances of the ship, the wreck.
Rack?
Yeah.
The only thing left.
Yeah, we need to find where this wreck is.
There's a shipwreck that she was found on.
Oh, the wreck. Yeah.
Oh wait, was it she dropped off here, or was she
Yeah,
found?
she
No,
was
a
dropped
merchant.
off,
A
but
merchant.
the merchant found her on a shipwreck.
Oh yeah, so the shipwreck's not going to be around here. Not too close.
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay. Ockar, if we see that girl anywhere, could you do your staring thing at her to see what her character
Yes,
is?
I will do my detect evil intent.
If you stare at a child, the child's going to get intimidated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
well.
freak out the child.
I'm not that scary.
There are less invasive means of doing the same thing me and Solas could do.
I could
Yeah.
also.
Don't mind me, I'm just staring into your soul.
I could also
While
try
presenting your
doing a-
holy symbol.
Mhm.
Remember that part.
Whereas my...
Ah.
I was going to
Alright.
say something, but...
Oh.
I-
Yep.
Did we have an ancient mariner in a previous adventure?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
What?
No, that's all right. I doubt Braxon would know what it is.
And I think you're thinking of something else anyway.
Yeah.
I
An
could
ancient
always.
mariner?
Yeah, forget about it.
I
Okay.
could always try.
Yep. What, Sinrae?
Pied Piper routine. Kids love music. Always just set up on near one of the trees she seems to like to hide behind and play some music and see if she comes over.
Do you have
Yeah,
a spare fleet? Because
you
you could teach her,
you
so to
told
speak.
told the tavern keeper's wife that you would be playing in the tavern tonight.
Oh yeah.
I asked if she'd allow me to, and she seemed fine with it. So
You probably have to ask her husband. I assume
Yeah.
that he's the actual owner.
that also has a lot to do with where we are come nightfall.
Yep, you still have many hours of daylight left.
Let's go check this bum's house. Or not to say bum, but
Too late now.
Vagabond.
Let's label it Bum's house.
Named and shamed by Captain. Not
Forget his
Captain.
name. What was his name again?
Tevin.
Let's go check Tevin's house. Next time.
Yep, 'cause
Next
it is
time,
about
Dragon
time to
Ball
end it.
Z.
Any other plans that you guys thinking of doing?
Definitely should check back in with Mother Weir.
Well, she's not in the town at the moment.
I want to know if that disease progressed with the other people. Because I
Well,
did memorize the
Mother
disease.
Vera went there. At least we think she went there.
Well, there's no harm in just doing a courtesy call.
One thing I would like to do next session possibly is to make sure that what these two places are. They are just farmhouses, or are they something more important?
Didn't you want to inspect that well in the middle of town that's giving them like water?
I think it's
Yeah,
a
but
pump.
that's more of an engineering interest.
Lara wants to, tomorrow, however, because she hasn't memorized it, she wants to use Wizard Eye a few times to see, to check out a few things. Like the Wizard Eye would be okay for well and stuff like that.
I thought it was a pump rather than a well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's a
was
pump.
a pump.
You can
I
still
would
go down
say-
a pump.
If it's bigger
Mm.
than a mouse hole, with what is it, 1 inch? It says.
It's probably 1 inch. It wouldn't be that small.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna be pretty quickly filled with water, kind of thing. I mean,
It's
So was
dwarven
it our
pump.
walk underwater?
the pump has some sort of stoppage on it to prevent water from continually coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd like to stop and check in on Artie in the evening.
That's where we get back to town and there's like a pyre burning. There's like the villagers surrounding this pyre. It's like, burn, Artie, burn, Artie.
Well, none of us told them where already was.
Yeah, none of us will either.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the price is right. Nothing.
Would you really sell somebody out like that?
Depends how much well, no, because he's pretty... He hasn't done anything wrong as far as I can tell. Lafdul does a lot for money, but he's not evil.
Yeah, selling cat
Are
already
we
would
sure about
make
that?
you evil, probably.
So no, I guess we don't have anything else right now.
That sounds good. I mean, that's quite a bit. So,
Well, hang on.
yes, Braxon.
Hey, we did the most important thing today. We captured a crow.
Yeah.
And we still have to use the find object spell. We
Uh,
never got to that.
Oh, yeah.
Braxon would like to go and meet with Div and see if he has a list of ships that have arrived around the 2 months ago mark, was it, when the problem started? Was it 2 months?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so Braxon will see if he can get if he's got records of what's arrived and if anyone else got off the ships.
Okay.
And also, he's going to ask Higgimus if it's worth us going back to our boat to get his spyglass. We can have a look around for that big bird.
I mean, you can't really just like scan the sky with a spyglass.
No?
I
Okay.
mean, you can, but
Okay.
You're talking about like you generally need to have an idea of where to look to have use out of that. Otherwise, the field of view is way too small to actually be able to see much. If you're just like standing out there, look in the sky, hold up the thing, and then look around, kind of thing.
Right.
I mean, you can at least do like the horizon that reduces it, but there works differently here. So.
Okay, in that case, Braxon's going to turn to the spellcasters and say, do any of you have a spell that allows you to see like an eagle?
Like a what?
Like an eagle.
Oh.
Yeah, so eagles can see things to hunt from a long way away. That maybe you'll be able to see the big bird in the sky. Or maybe, Lafdul, can you change yourself into a giant eagle?
Not a full
You gotta go
eagle.
free birding.
I believe Lever can.
Lever, you can turn yourself into a giant eagle.
Have I ever seen an
polymorph
eagle?
self.
Yeah, but have I...
Real fast, you do not gain the special abilities when you polymorph self. And so in other words, you would be, if you polymorphed yourself into an eagle, you would be an eagle with your eyesight.
That would be useless. In
Well,
any case,
maybe.
Not
Lever
useless.
ever seen an
Not useless, but not useful for what you're wanting to do.
Yeah,
Well,
has Lever ever seen an eagle?
Probably.
I'm just thinking, if you can change yourself or someone else into an eagle, we might be able to fight that thing and bring it down.
I have to say, I'd rather be keep being a mage, because then I can easily cast all the spells and do all the things. Even the ones where I need arms.
What if you could be an eagle mage?
Yes, that would be different. But
Eagle
I'd still
mage
need
sounds more
arms.
like a druid kind of thing, you know?
I'd still need arms for some of the spells.
Okay.
Imagine an eagle in the air using its claws to cast a spell.
There's bird-like creatures, not humanoid, that are like that. I don't know the name. Lafdul, probably. Yeah.
Well, could you turn me into an eagle?
Probably not. I don't think. I don't know.
If you want if you want to be an eagle forever, polymorph other is
like
permanent.
Disastrous.
Polymorph us.
Okay, so experience points. Braxon, that is going to be 405.
405.
Yep.
5, of course, for the crow.
No.
You kept crowing on about it.
No, there were 4 of you that fought something that was worth 420 experience points. That means 105 each for that monster. Higgimus, that is 555. 355 for Ockar. 305 for Leva. 300 for Solas and Sinrae. 300 for Lafdul, plus an additional 200 for his priest.
Woohoo. Oh, don't I get any for using my move silently for my thief?
Yes, you're right, you do. I forgot about that. That will be another 100 for your thief.
Yay. Hey, it helps to remind old.
It does. When you use special like special abilities for your class, it does pay to remind me, because I may not have taken that into account. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, sometimes I forget. That sort of thing.
Oh, this is such a pain to add these all up. 350 for both, 200 for one, 100 for the other.
No,
then
300.
What?
Not 350. 300.
300. That's fine.
Oh, I gotta get going.
All right. Hopefully
Thanks
your
again.
power will come back soon. Thanks for
Oh,
the
the
game.
power came back. The internet's still down, though.
Oh, nah, that's unfortunate.
You're on your mobile also data.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Alright.
so I'll see you later.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for the
Thanks
game.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the game. Thanks for watching.
And I'm assuming that no one is going up a level.
No.
Didn't think so. All right.
No, not with that amount of XP.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
maybe
If you gave me more XP for killing the crow, well, I might be a little bit nearer to leveling.
fine. You get an extra 15.
Really?
No, wait. Actually, I'm sorry. 7. That's how much they're worth. I was misremembering what the lowest amount you can get from a creature is.
I will take it.
Yes, you get
really
7.
Giving me
Yeah,
7?
you get 7.
I mean, you only have to kill about.
Yeah, you only have to commit mass
15,000
genocide on crows to go up a level.
Roughly.
It's fine. Thank you guys for playing, and thanks everyone out there for watching. We will be back next week with more potential crow pooping action.
Not endorsed by Lafdul.
When is it ever endorsed by Lafdul? And isn't that what makes it great?
I
We
live
love
to
you,
serve.
We love you, Lafdul.
I mean, you set yourself up for these things so much.
No, thing is, I knew where you were going to go. That's why I was trying to dodge ASAP.
I know.
You didn't need to be nasty to the crow.
Yeah, the crow might.
No, I was
have...
going for the intimidation tactics. It's just a crow. It's like, I'm just going to burn you alive. What are you going to do about it?
It's
like,
gonna
that
squawk
crow
at you,
That's
and when
kind of
everyone else
evil.
forces you to let it go,
Yeah.
it's gonna poop on you. Pretty obvious there, really.
Yeah, that would have been quite evil to torture the crow.
Yeah. You wait. The crow deity will be after you.
Oh, like I haven't annoyed other deities.
You wait. Next month, Ald's going to be doing the deity of giant crow people in his monsters conversion project.
I already did.
I was to say, what is the Kenku god?
Corlin. Already did him. He's already done.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you guys for playing, and we'll be back next week. See you then, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.